Hello and welcome to video 64 in this amazing cultivation simulator vanilla run. And in the last video I pretty much failed to do my Nimbus's golden core breakthrough, and I'm back for a vengeance. So the reason why I failed on that golden core breakthrough is because that golden core breakthrough was so long, and typically the breakthroughs that I do are so short, and the mental state that I have on my cultivators is high enough to keep it at 95, but in this case it wasn't, and the base mental state of my Nimbus cultivator was less than 95. And when you're doing the golden core breakthrough, your cultivator is prone to reducing their mental state to below the base mental state. So what I'm going to do is roll back, because my mental state was that low because I did learn a manual that reduces mental state for some base chi. So I'm going to roll that process back and then start everything over again. So I'm just going to go ahead and paste this save file that I have, which is a save scum, and then start my game up again, and then show you guys the process of pretty much scraping for extra mental state so that I can increase this guy's base mental state to be above 95 so that I can get through this spring golden core breakthrough. And then once I finally do that, I'm going to sadly have to do this process again because I want to do the autumn golden core breakthrough as well, and hopefully we can get this one done this time around. So the first thing I want to do is look at my Nimbus disciple, and as you can see, their base mental state is currently at 23.23, right? However, I do have my cultivation branch area, so when I go into this branch area, I'm going really slow because I am watching my time also, because I want to start to do my chi birds at 23. I get 39 stacks of practice expertise and my base mental state goes to 62. So this bonus isn't going to go away, so I'm good with this. And then I also learned from the wiki that, or I also know that the branch leader that I have isn't the best branch leader that I can have. So right now I have Heavenstone Law Bear 2 as the branch leader, and I want to switch that over to this guy because they have a bonus in intelligence, I believe, over this guy. So this guy has 3 pluses in intelligence, and my generation 2 turtle has 5 pluses in intelligence. So I want to switch to branch leaders. So typically when you change branch leaders, the old branch leader will get a debuff. But because this guy is also the branch leader of this dummy branch that I have created just to basically abuse a bug, they won't get this debuff. So I'm going to assign this generation 2 turtle as the branch leader. And now that generation 2 turtle is the branch leader, and this branch has way more disciples than a normal branch leader can handle, they have this stack right here of distress branch leader bonus, right? And to alleviate this stack, I'm just going to override it by creating yet another branch, which will be, it can be any type of branch, but I'll just do cultivate, and then I'll reassign them to this branch as well. So then it's going to overwrite, and then they become the new branch leader and they don't have the distress bonus. So that's how you get around that. And I wanted to do that because my cultivator gets a mental state bonus for each stack of practice expertise that I have while in a branch, so I want to use the one that will have the biggest bonus. So let's just leave this branch and then wait for everything to refresh pretty much. So you can see my practice expertise stack went up to 5 because I have a new branch leader, and then once I go into this branch area, we'll see how that changes. So now I'm at 46 bonus mental state, so now I'm at 69.23 mental state, base mental state. So now that I'm at 69.23 base mental state, let's go and learn those mental state manuals that I was thinking about learning in the last video. So this is the manual that I was thinking about getting, but I want to be able to avoid that if I can, just because I don't want to reduce my base chi. And then besides that, this is the manual that I learned, which reduces mental state but increases base chi, that kind of messed me up and sent me on a whole different path of trying to figure this out. Anyways, I'm going to learn this to increase my base mental state by 10, and then this one to increase my base mental state by 10 as well. This one will increase my base mental state, however it will remove my max chi, and my goal isn't to have a reduction in max chi, so I'm just going to stick with this. And my cultivator will go from 69 to having 89 base mental state, obviously because I'm adding 20 more. So my only solution after that is to, give me 1 second. I got one of those spam calls. Anyways, my only way to increase my base mental state after that would be for me to learn that manual that will reduce my cultivator's max chi by, that will reduce my cultivator's base max chi by 75, and I don't want to learn that. So I just scraped around, did some research, and I found out from the wiki that for branches, the amount of points that you get from a branch leader for cultivation branch depends on the following results. So it first of all depends on the sect leader's effectiveness, right? And right now my sect leader actually has the maximum effectiveness, which is this plus 15 bonus that's based on charisma, social, and their cultivation state. And it just needs to be a primordial spirit to get that 5 bonus in cultivation state, and luckily they're a cat, so they just maxed out charisma and social, so that's perfect. And then the branch leader would get a buff and up to 5 points based on their law. So if this guy was cultivating like True Sun, Emotion Severing, 16 Supreme Steps, or Jade Purity Law, then I would get an extra 5 points, but sadly they're not practicing that law, so I don't get 5 points for that. But they do have maximal intelligence, so they get a score of 5. They have maximal chi sense, so they get another score of 5. And then they have the maximal cultivation state, so they also get a score of 5 at Demi-God. And then besides that, they get a score of 1 point. Hold up. Besides all of those, there's an extra way that they can get points, which is from them having attainment. And this one looks like it's uncapped. So they get a score of 1 point for every 25 points of attainment, right? But it's not changed by talisman, so I can't equip a talisman to increase their attainment to get a bonus from based on that. Another call. Give me 1 second. Alright, I'm back. So, like I was saying, the last value that is used to determine the branch leader score and the branch is the attainment of the cultivator, that is the branch leader. So it's 1 point for every 25 points of base attainment. So what that means is that if I increase my branch leader's attainment, then theoretically I should be able to get more mental state from that. So that's pretty much my goal. It says the maximum score is 35, and I have 30 because I'm missing the law bonus plus 1 point per attainment bonus, right? So this is perfect. And then outer disciples also get foundation experience speed, and then everyone gets skill, chi sense levels, and whatever per 10 effectiveness scores. So they get like 6 chi sense. Anyways, my point is that this guy is the branch leader. I've been doing Demi-God Tribulations with them, so I'm in a really lucky position in the sense that I can use this guy to just continuously increase their attainment to get my guy to that base 95 mental state, or my lady. And she's at 69 mental state right now, and she's about to learn plus 20 mental state, so she's at 89.22 mental state if you think about it. So I just need to add 6 more mental state, which will require me to add it's 1 mental state for each, for 25, so 6 times 25 basically. So I need to get 150 attainment on this guy. Is it possible? Can I do it in a couple of hours? I don't know, but we do have millions and millions and millions of inspirations. So let's just start by learning just any skills that are like relevant to what I would need for this cultivator, because I don't just want to learn skills to learn them. So These chi restoration skills are okay, but they just cost a lot. This one has a pretty big gap. It costs 137, restores 283. I can try that. And then I try to search like barrier just to further increase this guy's barrier power. Whoa, there's a lot here. So I think I just want to start at the bottom, since they all should be kind of like proportionate to each other, but I just want to increase my mental state quickly. So I want to add a barrier power bonus. I don't really want the flat bonuses. I'll just take the percentage bonuses. And then I also want some spell power too. And then of course I probably want to also equip the Heaven Shrouding Talisman, because it's based on base mental state, so I won't suffer anything from having that one equipped. And the not the Civil Prosperity Talisman, just the Heaven Shrouding Talisman, honestly. And then of course I want to change them to become a human so that they can learn these things quickly. So I have this guy equip the Heaven Shrouding Talisman, and then let's go into the manual pavilion. Let's start with spell, actually, and then I did want to still go for the ones that restore, or let's try to search chi, since I'm already in the spell section. Okay, so this is deals damage. I do like the ones that empower too, because they will increase the power of my vitality chant. But some of these are super expensive. 131% increase, but the chi cost is crazy. Yeah, I think I'll stay away from that. So let's do spell power. These will all increase my spell power, but again, I'm kind of in a rush to have this ready by day 9, so I just want to learn like 15 things. So I'll just start at the end. Spell power bonus 829%, 517%, 516%, 400%. Yeah, we're getting things done. Wow, these are actually some pretty good bonuses. So let me just learn these in order. And then let's also go to the barrier power ones that I was looking at. Actually, let's see. Yeah, these are only 3 attainment, so I don't want these, ironically. This is a very spoiled thing that I can do. So let's search barrier. If I wanted to do this quickly, well, I couldn't do this quickly with this guy because it's a non-cultivator, but if this was a different cultivator of an element, then I would do it some counteractive manuals. So I think I just want to get these right here, just to increase their barrier power. And these are going to cost like 3 million each, but I mean I have 600 million, so I should be able to learn all of these, and they will be helping me get to enough barrier power to do my tribulations even better. So I think this is the perfect setup. This is 15. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there's 18 of them. So this should actually be enough to get me to add 150 mental state. 150 attainment. Let's see. These are all over 10, and then I have some that are less than 10. So I just need to figure out. Okay, so I know I have 1 extra point, and I know I have 3 extra points. Do I have 4? No, I think I'll have to do at least like 1 more round. But I think it will pull through within the time that I'll need it to be done. And of course my game saves on me. So he's going to equip the Heaven Shrouding Talisman and then do that. And then besides that, I just want to double check that their intelligence is good. Okay, yeah. So that's good, and we're just waiting for these guys to pretty much learn these manuals. So as you can see, the base mental state is now at 91. I don't know why it's at 91, honestly, because I expected it to be at 89 because I only learned 2 manuals. This is plus 10 and this is plus 10, and I was at 69. So I should have been at 89, but somehow I'm at 91.23. Must be some weird rounding or whatever. Oh, because I'm learning attainment manuals right now, so I'm assuming that the branch leader is just getting better. Let's see. Okay, yeah, they're learning these items really quickly. So let's see where we at. Yeah, so we're at 92.23. So I guess they just reached the threshold to unlock one more mental state. So let's see. The branch leader's learning more stuff. They went to sleep, so let's just move them over here. Where are we at? 93.23. It's working. We're getting to 95. Road to 95 mental state. Ooh, I'm so lucky that I was able to have that set up and get more attainment on this, guys. And then again, before I had to do my little time skip, as I mentioned, increasing the mental state by using the talisman won't work for this method. You have to learn it through the manual pavilion. You have to increase it through the manual pavilion. So it's around the time where I would want to start to prepare my burst, which is 23. So it's slightly after 23, and honestly I did do a good amount of work. So I think this is the point in which I want to save my game. So first I want to just have everything in place so that I'm not annoyed like I was in the last one. So I'm going to put all of my cultivators on practice so that they practice. I just want to have everything set up because I don't want these guys annoying me at the them using the tic-tac-toes that I'll be using to do my chi burst. So everyone will be on practice, and I do not care if their mental state goes down. We will deal with it later. This is actually kind of not the best idea when I could just send them all to camp. Okay, everyone go to camp while we handle this. Everyone except for Mile 1 and obviously the Demi-Gods can't camp. But I don't want them to camp at Mount Coppertone because I'll continuously get messages. So I'll have them camp at the ruins of Tai because there's nothing to collect at the ruins of Tai. So we'll just have that set up. The body cultivator should be good. They don't really do much but breathe. So I just have these Demi-Gods and then Mile 1, and then I want to keep my Sect defender obviously, and I want to keep my golden core, my guy that's getting ready to do their golden core breakthrough. So I'll have Heaven Still and Lawbearer to actually meditate, or let's see. I mean, it seems like they're doing good, but I did have a case in which they were, in the last video they kind of left their cultivation station. So let me assign this to Heaven Still and Lawbearer too. I think that's because chi cushions will recover their leisure, but I don't know if the bed will, so I have them doing that. And then besides that, I just want the tiger to be on practice so that they can be on standby to defend against any invaders. And then besides that, I think everything is pretty good. And I need to remove this branch area so that I can actually create this other branch area for my cultivator. Let's make it a little small area. And now that all of those things are in place, and my guy will continuously have their mental state increased because this turtle is learning different skills, I'm going to save my game and make a perfect save scum in which I don't have to do too much extra work to do this breakthrough. And then I can use this when I use MODMOD to force to change the season to try the other breakthrough. So now that that's in place, I will do day 336, day 8 spring DC burst, Nimbus GC burst. Then of course I will go into here, take this save file and paste it down here. So now everything is in place. This guy is trying to have fun. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Like, why are you trying to have fun and beginning to dance when you're a demigod? You're supposed to be cultivating. Maybe it's their stamina. I think I did get some spirit due, so let's try to give this guy some spirit due. Having still in law bear 2. I have like 5 spirit due, so you can start to cultivate. It will have to be their stamina because that's the only other thing. Okay, so this guy is actually assigned this chi cushion from earlier, so let me actually assign this to the cultivator in question, which is Lady Cloud, and then assign this guy to the other chi cushion. So here you go, my beautiful pillar. Go cultivate over there, please. And besides that, I mean, everything looks fine. Everybody's here. My 1 is on standby waiting to use the weather miracles, and we're at 2347. So I'll just start my burst at 2350, and then this guy is on cultivate now. So let's see what my base mental state is at. It should be at like 94 if I had to guess. So it's at 43 because I'm not in the cultivation branch area. So let's just move them over here, but just for good measure, I'll be sure to continue to add things on this guy. So they had like 680 million, now they have 594 million. Not bad, not bad at all. So let's just continue with barrier. What is that? I don't know. So they ran out of the ability to learn unorthodox manuals. So I can only learn like 2 unorthodox attainment at this point, or up to 4 unorthodox attainment. So let's see. Okay. So I'll have to start to go into the unorthodox manuals to learn some more things so that I can even learn some more orthodox manuals, because there's a certain limit on the randomly generated manuals that you can learn based on how many regular manuals you have. So I just had to click Supreme Law only and then just scroll down to the bottom pretty much and just see what I would like. This doesn't apply to anyone besides Nimbus cultivators. This will increase their base mental state, their base mood. They already have this because they're a demigod basically. Taoist artifact. Oh, they don't have this manual? Oh, I could use this to make them able to craft artifacts for the team. So this could be pretty useful. This will give them a sub-spirit. I don't want that. Constitution. This will reduce their artifact match chi. This is really good. Give them some law match bonus. No, I don't really want that. Chi absorption. And then let's see, Sword of Truth. This will increase their number of artifacts. Nothing wrong with having that too. What does this do? Brainwash the target with overwhelming magic. They must be unconscious. The lasting time of the magic becomes longer each time performed, but will do irreparable damage to the target's perception. Also, only works for a period of time. I don't want that. This increases the artifact crafting speed. I mean, not bad at all. And spirit splitting. This is the one that you can use to gain even more sub spirits. Then I guess I would just go for the artifact power bonus ones. Oh, of course, incantation of consonants, artifact power, lifespan is pretty good. I don't want that. Yeah, this guy should have the remote miracles too. Okay, so this is getting really easy. Dark Soul Genesis, Heaven Man Enchant for sure. This is what can be used to automatically unlock legacy artifacts. And then, let's see, I don't want any of these. And I'm doing this backwards because I'm just so rich in inspiration right now. And then they have remote miracles, so I do want Soul Infection. Spectre Refinement for sure. They have so much Smash Chi. It's kind of a waste to not have Spectre Refinement and Tower Refinement on this guy. And then I don't want Astrological Foresight, but I do kind of want the other one that allows me to predict events that are happening. I just forget what it was called. I think it's called Universal Foresight. Yeah, this one right here. This will kind of allow me to predict events that are going to happen. So with these manuals being learned, my cultivator should be really good to have their mental state increased, because I think that was like at least 50 attainment. So I'll get those extra 2 mental state bonuses that I need. I'm scraping for a mental state at this point. So let's just make sure that they're going to the manual pavilion. Nice. Okay, so I started this burst at 50. And let's see where Lady Cloud is doing, or how their mental state, or how their bonus looks. Why are you trying to sleep? They're out of energy. So they can actually get energy by practicing, so let's just have them practice. And I'm working with base mental state, so there's really no harm in me practicing right now. So as you can see, their base mental state is at 128 now because they're in a cultivation branch. Huh, that's interesting. I thought that it would only be... Oh, because the despair roots are around. I'm like, what is that? So I still would have to turn off, like, okay, so the base mental state is 94.23. And they really want to sleep really bad. Pretty sure sleeping recovers their energy. I mean, practice. Oh, I missed the time. This breakthrough is pretty long, so it's okay. Why are you not cultivating on your cushion? Yeah, as you can see, their energy is going back up while they're cultivating. So I'll wait until like 250, I guess, again. And then this guy is continuously learning things to push this little rock star's mental state to be above 95. 350. So yeah, a good branch leader can really help out, especially if you have one that can do unlimited tribulation. So you can just get pretty much the maximum bonus for a branch. $450. And I'll just trigger Toxic Miasma right now. I probably should have saved my game after I chose all those manuals to learn, but when I do my test run, I really won't care which manuals I learn, so it's gonna be okay. I'm just gonna stick with this save though, because I don't want to wait for that extra season. So let's see, where is our base mental state at now? 96, perfect. So now this guy can safely do this lady can safely do their Golden Core breakthrough without worrying about going below pristine mental state. And I didn't have to learn the manuals that reduce max chi or the manual that reduces base mental state. So now we're in a good spot. The only thing that I made a sacrifice on was getting this manual, which increases my yen attainment by 4, which is kind of annoying, but I think that I'll be able to manage. So now I'm pretty much just going to watch this right here so that I can trigger my breakthrough when the yin yang bonus is good. Now we're on day 9, and I guess I'll just start it right now because the breakthrough is long enough that it will encompass all yin yang bonuses, so there's really no point in me waiting at this point. So let's do an analysis of our current setup. So we have a yin yang bonus that's increasing over time. We have a weather bonus thanks to toxic miasma, and we do not have the air cultivation on, so I will trigger that. And then mental state bonus is maximal, and it will not go down. We have the law bonus, and this person has 66,000 max chi, and they have maximal chi sense and all that other good stuff. So then besides that, I wonder if there was a way for me to sub-spirit chi sense, because then that would be something different too. Let's see. No, yeah, you can't do that. Okay. I'm just like thinking about all these extra things I can use. So I'm going to use protect to trigger air cultivation, and now that air cultivation is activated, it removes all the other weather miracles, but you can stack them on top of the other miracles during the golden core breakthrough. So I'm going to use toxic miasma as well. So now I have both of these bonuses, and I'm going to do my breakthrough. Everything looks pretty much perfect, and I have 4,300 chi on the tile, and as you saw in the last video, I like to have about like 4,400 chi on the tile from the golden core breakthrough. So now we are doing this, and everything's going well. There's no cultivators that are around to annoy me by playing around with the tic-tac-toe. I had to send them all to school. So now we can just straight up do this breakthrough, and I just need to continuously burst this array over the course of these 3 days. And then if any invaders come, then my tiger can handle it. So that's pretty much where we're at. And then I don't know if you guys remember, but in the last video I was able to achieve a golden core score of 556,000 and 409,000 for both of my golden cores. So that's where we're comparing this against, by doing the golden core breakthrough with 95 base mental state and without 95 base mental state. Gnosis error 45 seconds, so let's do toxic miasma again, and then just turn off this demolish this tic-tac-toe, and then start doing the burst again. It's not easy work, and it's also not honest work. A lot of bugs involved in here, and abuses and exploits, but hey, we gotta get where we're going. This is what I believe to be like my maximum golden core score that I'll have ever achieved ever in all of my hours of playing Cultivation Simulator, which is a very long time. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what it looks like, and I don't even want to look at it right now. I just want to enjoy it. Let's see, what's their mental state like? Their mental state is at 100. It's probably because this guy just started to learn some more manuals. Let's see, if I click on another guy, I can see what their mental state bonus would be. Mile 1. Oh, they're not in the branch area. Let's move Mile 1 to the branch area just to see. Oh, no. Go in the branch area, my friend. No? Let's put them on train. Usually if they're on train, they'll stay on one spot. Yeah, this is the branch area. Oh, I already looked at the golden core score. Okay, so they're at 100 mental state, and they're already at tier 1 and then tier 0 for this one. So 260,000, 364,000. and their mental state bonus is 57. So I definitely got like way more than needed. Anyways, the show must go on. More toxic miasma, more chi burst. That's how we're coming. Mod 1 is mentally unstable. Do we care? No. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Toxic miasma is at 81 seconds. Hadron, what are you doing? Why are you sleeping next to this guy? Okay. What's my array at? 4,300. We're keeping it up at its apparently maximum value in terms of how much chi I can add through a burst. And you know, we're just going to keep this going. This is so satisfying. I'm gonna do one burst and then just wait a little bit. Where we at with toxic miasma? It's pretty good. Just 220 seconds. So it lasts about a half a day, so 12 hours. And Mod 1 is at a horrible mental state now. I think I will give them like a story talisman so that they can stop complaining. We have a mission to do, so we don't have time for disciples to mess up. Then I have this event right here. Now let's go back to what matters. Where are we at with this? 114 seconds. So that's like 1/6 of a day, so a couple of hours. 60 seconds left over. There's a lot of work that goes into this if you want to get like the best score. Could you imagine doing this for a real pre-GC? Could you imagine doing this for a real cultivator that has ate the sun pill before becoming a golden core cultivator? Because they have like millions of chi, so their breakthrough would be like super long. But typically when you do those breakthroughs, the cultivator is able to reach the max chi cap. So you really don't need to worry about it unless you're like barely not there. We have prepared for everything. I can't wait for the cultivators to start to invade my sect in order to like steal my spirit roots. That's the best. Yeah, this is at a growth of 30%. So these spirit roots just got planted and they're already at reaching a really high growth rate. Almost at 100% for each of them. Just over the course of a couple of days. Yao guy wants to join my sect. We didn't prepare for that. Oh, is this a bull? Oh, I would gladly want you to join my sect. Back to toxic miasma. Oh, wrong item. Yeah, I really think that maybe if I just clicked on this cultivator more and made them a hot NPC, then maybe I could get the 50k bonus, which would be absolutely insane. That would begin to like have them reach the pre-GC sun pill area. So this is good though. We're making a lot of progress. Imagine doing a breakthrough like this powerful and then being like, I wish I had more. If only I can get that bonus where I get like a double golden core score because I actually have 50,000 chi to add to my cultivator. So I think I would at least want my cultivators to have like 50,000 chi if I was like really trying super hard, because then that would ensure that if they did get that event, then they would get like a full restart. Let's see, air cultivation lasts a great amount of time, so I don't have to worry about that. but we are going to do yet another toxic miasma. And then, you know, just keep on going. We're almost done though. It looks like we got about like 10% left over. Just keep it bursted. As you can see, it's still at 4,300. Blessed by fortune. This guy enhanced this guy's essence bow. That's funny. There's a fire. Where's this fire at? Someone's trying to cook. Oh, did my tiger reach a limit? What? Is this the Demi-God Tribulation? I don't think so. Yeah, so this is the Primordial Spirit Tribulation. So I guess I'll just start this. What element is this Tribulation? I think it's metal. This guy is just super strong, so they're gonna clearly one-shot the Tribulation. So let's just make sure that I have all of this set up though. Watch this, because these cultivation tribulations are so weak. I just need to make sure my toxic miasma is still up pretty much. Yeah, this tribulation is only 181,000. It's not even enough to even dent my cultivator. Boom, destroyed. Oh wow, and they got a heaven's breast from it. Nice. So I'll have them continue to cultivate. Or maybe not. I think they did end up getting that final boost, which is achievement 2, but let me just double check. I am interested in going for a breakthrough though, just to do this. Let's check. 7 slaughtering sword. If I go here, I want to see if this is one of the achievements. So the second achievement happened in the sword embryo state, which is, it was this. So I didn't even need to get to the sword spirit state. So I kind of just messed up my cultivator, because now they not really. I can always postpone the Demi-God Tribulations with the pills, but as you can see, I'm at 722,000 and 500,000 golden core square. Whew, that is amazing. That is beautiful. See, I don't need a pre-GC sun pill. I'm really okay with this amount and this length of breakthrough. Like, it's only 3 days. Let's see, we're at 91 seconds. Wow, that was a big leap. So let's see, where are we at now? 735,000 and 522,000 golden core score, which is an addition of how much base match chi? 22,000 base match chi. And then if we look at my guy with the highest base match chi, they have 7,000. So they have 3 times as much base match chi as this guy. So that means if this guy has 2.1 million match chi, then this guy can definitely get around 6 million match chi. So that's what we're looking at, and I'm overly satisfied with that one. I can't wait to like really beef this guy up, but you know, we got there. We did it. So let me just document this down. First, let me minimize my screen. Minimize. Oh, this is so hard. Okay. So now we're at, okay, I need to make it smaller than that. 735 / 522. Okay. Alright, now that that's done, I can bring all of my cultivators back and save my game and be just super satisfied with that number. These guys are all camping. Let's recall. But yeah, that's why you want to, like, if you want to get a really good golden core score or a crazy golden core score, you can choose a Nimbus Disciple, because they have 2 golden cores. What's better than 1? 2. And then they just double up on everything. They're just so overpowered. And then even if you can't get like an insane amount of max G, like 66,000, like 2 is still amazing. So I'll just name this 340, and then I'll name the spring 735,000 plus 522,000. That's 1.2 mil, 1 mil GC score. Yeah, so I'll just name this. Kind of want it to be like 1.2 mil, but I can't do a decimal for names. I don't know. 1200k GC score. There we go. We figured it out. How do you say 1.2 mil without using decimals? That was the question. So I'm going to save this file, and I'm going to put this handy dandy file inside of my list, and then I'm going to go back and take this right here, which is my time when I bursted, and then bring this file into my game. So this is the main file that I'm going to use, and then I'm going to use this just to test. So this would be day 8 spring test autumn, basically. And then I'll put MODMOD too, since I will be using MODMOD to change the date. And I'm too lazy to wait 2 more seasons to see what the golden core score will look like, so I'm just going to cheat my way through to test this. So that's why I like to use MODMOD for like, I like to use that for testing out different things. So I would never use MODMOD for any reason besides if I lost the secret codex of Tai in the actual game, but it's just amazing to use just to get a couple of tests and just to like see where you could be in different scenarios without wasting in real life time. So right now I pretty much just have to do the same thing. Let's see where we're at. I had the cultivation branch created, and then this guy needs to learn some more manuals. Again, I'm just doing this side test, so I don't really care what I learn. I'll go to Supreme manuals because they can't learn any unorthodox manuals, and then just click everything so that they can have the over 95 mental state when they're done. Luckily this guy has hundreds of millions of inspiration to be able to even do that. And now this guy will be ready for their breakthrough, but I'll just have them assign the cushion and then make them be on practice, and then give the story talisman to mile 1 so that they're not complaining. Then make sure mile 1 is on cultivate. Yep, they're on cultivate. And now that all of that is set up, I'm going to do Control Shift and then go to MODMOD. So in MODMOD you can do a lot of different things, but obviously what I want to do is just change my season. So I can alter my time by going here. Only when the time multiplier is 5 times or more can you increase the speed. So this is how you increase the speed, but I just want to change the season. So I'm currently in spring and I want to go to autumn. So hopefully that just works. Okay, so it changed to autumn day 0, but I want to go to autumn day, let's see, which day do I want to go to? I believe it's day 8, but let's just double check everything. Let's make this bigger again. So in autumn I want to do fire and water, so I want to be on autumn day 9 because I will do my golden core breakthrough around here and it will last 3 days, and there will be no difference from like here and here. So if I do day 9, then I can start the breakthrough on day 10 at 6 o'clock, right? So I'll start it at 6 o'clock, and then when it's 19 o'clock, I'll switch it to from using, let's see, which miracle should I be using? In the autumn, for the fire breakthrough, it will be Falling Wind. and then in the autumn for the water breakthrough it will be thunderstorm. So I want to swap between flowing wind and thunderstorm in the middle of everything, but I want to start my burst on day 8. So day 8 autumn, and then the hour that I want to start it off is 23. So let me just change it to hour 10 just to be able to check everything out. Okay, so now we're on day 8 autumn and we're on the 10th hour. Let's just make sure that my season bonus is correct. Yeah, so I have 3 for the water, and it's going to go up to 5 on day, let's see, it's going to go up to 5 on day 10 as we established. So I'm expecting to see that soon. And right now we're on day 8. So I actually want to go to day 9, not day 8. So let's bring up MODMOD again. And let's set myself to day 9. And then I guess I can just do 22 hour. My day didn't change to day 9. Maybe I didn't set that. Let's do day 9. Okay, so we're at day 9:22. Perfect. A month has went by, or 2 months have just went by. So then around like 23:30 is when I want to start to do my breakthrough. Why are you cultivating here? Did I not unassign you of the cushion? Yeah, I did. And you should be cultivating there. Okay, so it's 23:30 and the test shall begin. So I'm just going to do my typical 8-node burst start. And then just continuously wait. Oh, and I decided to do this test because I realized that, for the people who didn't see the last video, I realized that spring actually wasn't the best season because it's a fire and a water breakthrough. I was thinking that was a fire and wood for some reason. So this is a total of 3 because it's +5 and then -2. And then right here is +5, and on the, sorry, let me go to autumn. And autumn is +5 on the water and -2 on the fire. So that equals it out. However, for the weather miracles, it's way different. So the weather miracles water has a +4 and the fire has a +1 for thunderstorms. So that's what, 5. And then for autumn, the fire, for the other side of autumn, for the fire breakthrough, it has a +3 and then a -1. So that's 2. However, I can more so balance out these golden cores to be like more equal to each other, because in the last test I did, the fire one was significantly more than the water one. And then besides that, in the spring, which is what I just did, you really only get 4 from having +5 for fire and -1 for the water, and that's pretty much your only option. So I would just try that out just to even out the golden core scores, just so that the water one gets to be golden core 0 or golden core 1 quicker, because the amount of golden core score that you get changes based on the core that you have right now. So I don't know, I just want to try this out. So let's continue this and see which breakthrough is best between the spring one and the autumn one. And I think this will be really good for people who are interested in knowing, like, oh, when should I do my Nimbus golden core breakthrough, to, you know, have a visual representation and, you know, have me actually do that research for you guys. So now it's 22:30, and as you can see, this is my yang core and this is my yin core. So we're at 4, and then my yang is at -2, I believe, for the season bonus. We're at 5 and 2, and then the yin yang is obviously just flip flop. And I'm waiting for my burst to basically be ready. So 3:30, And then I want to trigger protect again, just so that I can get that bonus too. And you know, just wait until for the clock to keep going. 4:30. And then this guy is in a manual pavilion, increasing my base mental state, because they are the branch leader. So the more manuals they learn, the more mental state my cultivators get. 5:30. And now 6:30. Okay, now that it's 6:30, the yin yang for the fire quote unquote should start to go up. So let's see, which one did I say I want to swap between? I wanted to swap between foe and wind. Let me pull up what I'm looking at so you guys can see. So I want to do foe and wind and then thunderstorm basically at 20. And then when do I want to go back to foe and wind? So the water bonus is from 20 to 6 o'clock. So I really, okay, this is pretty easy. So from 20 to 6 basically, I want to be on thunderstorm. And then from 6 to 20, I want to be on foe and wind. Okay, so let's activate foe and wind. And then I think they're ready to pretty much begin their breakthrough. Everything looks good. And the breakthrough has begun. There's a little bit more micro because I'm using 2 different weather miracles, but it should still be good. Removing tic-tac-toe, 4300 chi on the tile, which is exactly what I want. So I'm just waiting until it's 20 to swap weather miracles. Okay, so let's reapply that foe and wind because it apparently just went away. Oh, did it not even activate? Huh. In the spring. Oh, that's the wrong one. This is the wrong one. That says summer and autumn. Why was I thinking about that? I want to do toxic miasma. I'm sorry, guys. So toxic miasma is the one that I wanted to do. It's okay though. A little bit of golden core score is not going to hurt. So toxic miasma and then rainstorm. So let's continue to burst. This dragon feces. And toxic miasma lasts for a half day, so that should be more than enough. So it's 15 o'clock. What is that? Sentient dragon drum. Okay, we don't care about that. This is my MODMOD game file, so I'm not even going to worry about it. And now that it's 19, I want to switch to thunderstorm, and luckily they are right next to each other. And then I want to use thunderstorm until it's 6 o'clock. Let's see, how long does thunderstorm last? Oh, did it use it? Summer and autumn. Oh, wrong one. I want to use rainstorm. There we go. I'm like, I better have rainstorm. So I want to use these two, toxic miasma and rainstorm. Winter, what is this? It says winter and summer, but apparently I can use it. Let's go back. Oh my god. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. Why did I just do that? I boosted the day to the spring and not the autumn. I wanted it to be in the autumn. Why am I so obsessed with spring? Ugh. I'm like, why is this not working? Alright, so I'm in the middle of the golden core score breakthrough, and I actually just realized that I messed up by boosting my day to the spring with MODMOD and not the autumn with MODMOD. So I'm going to redo this process again, and I've probably clipped out the whole process for the other one. So let's just start this process all over again from the point of which I just got my 1.2 million golden core score, and I want to roll back my game. So I'm taking this game file and I'm going to roll it back to when I was on day 8 spring, I believe. Let's see. Nope, I wanted to roll it back to this one right here, which is when I was ready to do the GC burst. I can't believe that. I really did MODMOD and selected the wrong season. How do you cheat wrong? That's so bad. How am I bad at cheating? Anyways, we're back and we're on day 8 spring. So let me go into the manual pavilion with my Demi-God cultivator, who is the Sect branch leader. And I'm on this version that I will be using MODMOD on, so I don't really care about which manuals I learn. So I'm going to learn all of the Supreme Law manuals that will increase their attainment, so that I increase my cultivator's base mental state. And these don't cost a lot of attainment, so let's see. I was on the wrong list. I'm like, what was up with that? So I'm just learning these very expensive manuals to drastically boost up my cultivator's mental state during a breakthrough, and it's 23 o'clock right now and they have everything settled in. Base mental state of 93. Besides that, I need to equip the story talisman on my mile 1. So let me do that. And then I need to remove my tiger from this cultivation cushion, and then assign this to my Nimbus disciple, and then put them on cultivate so that I can kind of see what their bonus would look like. And then pretty much I'm not really waiting for anything because I'm going to use MODMOD to change the time. And in the last one I changed it to spring for some reason, but I want to change this to autumn. So I want to be on, let's see what day I want to be on. I want to be on autumn, and I want to be on day 9 so that I can do my burst for my fire core and then cycle through between like fire and the wood golden core breakthrough. So I guess I have to re-explain this now, since I think I would rather cut it out to make the video like not super long. So anyways, as you can see in this section right here, the best time for the fire golden core breakthrough is from 6 to 18, and then when it hits 20 is when you can do the water golden core breakthrough. So this is like the yang breakthrough, which means that there's more light, and then this is the yin breakthrough, which means there's less light. So when it gets dark, I want to use the weather miracle for my water golden core score, and then when it gets light, I want to use the weather miracle for my fire golden core score, so that I can even out my golden core scores. And as you can see right here, like my fire core has significantly more score than my water core, so my goal is to even it out and hopefully have more overall, since I will be getting more bonuses. So I will be using thunderstorm, which is going to give my water golden core score a +4 bonus in the autumn, and then I will be using fallen wind, which will be giving my fire core a +3 bonus in the autumn. So let me just change my time to 23, and we're going to, I believe, day 9, so that we can be one day before the optimal day, which is day 10. So set the day 9, set the time to 23, and then set this season to autumn. So now we're in autumn, day 9, 23 o'clock, and this is when I want to do my golden core breakthrough. We finally got here. So now we're at 23:30, and I want to start my breakthrough so that start my chi burst so that my burst is done at around 6:30. And I'm just gonna let time pass and see what happens from there. And this guy's in a manual pavilion learning different manuals. So as you can see, this guy's breakthrough stats are looking like this. Let's see. Oh, the tiger is still on the cushion. So I'll just let my game run for a little bit more. We're at 130. So this is the yang core, and then this is the yen core right here. So currently we're at a 4-star bonus, and actually this is the yen core right here, and we're at negative bonus, and the season bonus should eventually even out. I'm hoping. Let me see, we're in autumn. So my season bonus actually should be +4, so I wonder if it's because of one of these things. Let me use an Arab cultivation real quick just to see if that evens it out. Yeah, my season bonus should be +4, so I did change the date to autumn, so I'm assuming that that could have altered my game, or may have not been as reflective as I wanted it to be. So let me just save my game and then restart over. So this is day 8, 9, autumn, mod burst. Because my water golden core score, my water core should definitely be showing a +5 season bonus. So let's see. Okay, that's not it. So let's see what this guy looks like, because this is also a water cultivator. If I just click on this, the season bonus is -2. Let's just check to see if that's spring. Yeah, so it's still on -2 bonus, which is spring. But I mean, so at the end of the day, right, this right here in the spring it was +5 and then -2, which was a net bonus of 3, and then on autumn it was -2 and then +5, which is a net bonus of 3 as well. So even if the season bonus is different, I think it's still fine. The main thing is that I'm able to use 2 different weather miracles this time around. So I think I'll just continue to keep the ball rolling instead of trying to figure it out the legit way, because as far as the season bonus goes, it's the same result, but I guess a water core would be a little bit more lackluster. But I'm just going to keep going. Long story short, I'm too lazy to wait until autumn to actually get the real season bonus that I want. So we're at 5:30. We're almost at 5:30. This lady has 92 base mental state. I wonder why. Okay, now it's at 97. Oh, one of the trees must be cursed now, because let's see. Oh, I don't know. But I don't think it'll be a problem once I learn all these other manuals. A lot of spooky things happening right now, but the show must go on. Again, I want to use Toxic Miasma. No, I want to use Rainstorm, and I want to use fall and wind because this is summer and autumn. Okay, so let's see if this fall and wind works. Nice, so fall and wind did work, so I am able to do my breakthrough properly. Let's just see. Okay, so they're at 97 mental state. What's bringing them down to? I know it's not the cultivation branch. Whatever, I think they're pretty much ready to do their breakthrough. Let's see. I'm assuming it's one of the plants. So the yin yang is maxed out for the fire core, and the weather is pretty good too. I think that's the weather bonus from air cultivation that's showing though. But anyways, when the clock hits 19 is when I want to switch to rainstorm. A lot of weird things going on over here. A lot of weird things. So yeah, I'm just going to keep triggering this burst to increase the chi. And you know, just keep on swimming. I'm too invested in this burst to not figure out what it's going to look like. So let's see, what's their mental state? Okay, so they're at 100 mental state, so it's exactly as I thought. There must be a spirit root that's affecting the mental state negatively, but I don't really want to figure out what's happening with that right now. Okay, so now we're at 19. It's time for us to activate Rainstorm. And I forgot to equip the Story Talisman. So I can use Rainstorm and the winter and summer. So I should actually be using Thunderstorm and the Falling Wind. Okay, there we go. So Thunderstorm. Always double check everything, because it's just impossible just to always double check everything, because it's just impossible to remember everything by heart. Oh, there's one more burst note that I can trigger. Tic-tac-toe, let's remove that. Why are you butchering this animal? Leave it alone. Hadron, stop. Bad doggy. I will kill you. I will kill you. This is my MODMOD save and I do not care about you. Okay, Hadron, you wanna play that game? I told you to stop butchering. I told you to stop butchering. Okay, leave that alone. Hadron. Yeah, go somewhere. Go somewhere, doggy. Leave. Let's keep going. Too many distractions. We will get the perfect Mist Golden Core score. Okay, so now it's about to be 6 o'clock. It's time for me to use Fallen Wind. Let me just double check this because I keep messing up. So yeah, summer and autumn. Fallen Wind. And you know, pretty much the same scene. All of this for curiosity. So we're at 14. Things are moving pretty smoothly. 16. Is the Fallen Wind not on? It says summer and autumn. Okay, now it's on. Is this oh gosh. Joanna, stop it. Please, go somewhere. You're really bothering me. Alright, now it's time to use Rainstorm. Like, I'm sorry, I just had to kill my dog because, like, why are you just bothering my cultivators when they have a task to do? And then this guy right here is very annoying because they don't have any stamina, so let's just feed you some stamina because you're supposed to be cultivating. Silly demigod. So yeah, I learned that if demigods run out of stamina, they stop cultivating and then basically end up dying. Okay, so everything is in position. Huajuan is dead, so you can no longer bother my cultivators and be an eyesore or butcher the corpses that I want to keep. And we have everything rolling. So now that it's 6 o'clock, I want to activate Fallen Wind. So that is now active. Let's just keep it rolling. And then I remember some people were talking about like doing something crazy, like swapping out all of the items like in the middle of that hour, which would just be like impossible. Like, could you imagine swapping out all of these cultivation items at range 3? That'd be crazy. Everything is going perfectly now that I have everything in order. It's so nice. Why are you hurt anyways? A heat stroke? Seriously? You can't even be healed from a heat stroke. What is so hot about your room? This is 20 degrees Celsius. Oh, that's the animal. Let's remove this beast blood. I'm like, okay, that's the wrong body cultivator. I'm like, I know a body cultivator is not having a heat stroke. So now that it's 19, I'm going to swap to Rainstorm. Nope, Thunderstorm. At least I can read. I can't remember these miracles, but I can, at the very least, I can read. And the game does give me enough information in terms of what miracles I need to use. So we're at 4,200 chi on tile. And it's about 3, 4 o'clock. Now it's 6 o'clock, time for Fallen Wind. Let's just keep on going. We're almost there. We're about 10% there. I mean, we have about 10% left. I really hope that being able to use these different weather miracles does result in an overall better golden score, or like an overall better like combination of the golden core scores, because that's my theory and I just put in all of this effort just to get this done. So that would suck if it was just like something less, but I have high hopes for it. Let's see, what's our mental state at? 100. Nice. Okay, so now there's 19. Let's do Thunderstorm as a last ditch effort, just to get that little bit left. We're gonna end this with a Thunderstorm. I really feel bad for having to kill the dog. It was just annoying, and I don't know why that miracle didn't work. So I was like, it probably was the dog. So 123,000 bonuses match tree. Let's see. These are just the regular bonuses that you get. So 645. It looks very comparable to the other one. So we got 655,000 and we got 519,000. Okay. Let's see what that is like, so we had 735 and 512 last time. The yen is still like, it's actually worse than the other one. Interesting. So 655 slash 519. It's kind of hard to tell because I use MODMOD, so the season bonus wasn't as good for the water core. But I mean, I think it would have evened out. So let's see. Let's do the total. I'm just gonna do a simple 735 plus 522 equals 655 plus 519. 655, not 55. Nice. So like this is kind of actually comparable. I mean, I lost 100,000 golden core score though, so I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell because I didn't get the season bonus with the water, but the season bonus was still the same, right? Because it was still +3. So I'm just trying to think this through. I used the wood array, so I think it was less because water begets wood, right? So the array wasn't as strong on the water core because the only way for it to even compete with the wood core on the fire, I mean the wood array on the fire core would be for it to be a metal array, right? So what that means is it's just best to just focus on the fire core because the metal array will be counteractive or neutral to the fire core, so I won't really give it any type of benefit, if that makes sense. So basically I got less because of the array difference. It was the array difference, but besides that, the season bonus was the same and the weather miracles was pretty much about the same based on how I was balancing it. That was really nice. I think I did a really good job of that, but the element was just different in the sense that wood is neutral to water and wood enhances fire. So yeah, I mean overall I'm pretty satisfied. So this is a pretty good way to get more even golden core scores. If I wasn't like just trying to surprise myself and I was actually watching the golden core scores, then I would probably try to even it out to be like 550k and then 550k or something like that, so that they both were more even though it doesn't really matter. This is just like an arbitrary reason. There's absolutely no reason why you would want to even out both these golden core scores because they still just result in base chi. So in the end, I would say that spring is the best season to do the golden core breakthrough. So I wasn't wrong in my theory. I took a really good guess. And I remembered. I don't think I guessed. I think that I just figured it out at one point and then I forgot and then I tried to figure it out again and I came to a different conclusion. But yeah, it looks like spring is definitely the best golden core breakthrough for the Nimbus cultivator because the array will also boost up the fire core more than the water core, but I mean they're pretty close. So there you have it. We have the 1.2 million golden core breakthrough in the spring, and then we got the 1.1 million golden core breakthrough in the autumn, and they both are pretty good, but the autumn one requires a little bit more micromanagement. And yeah, so I'm just gonna move forward and then just save this game file and then delete it. So let's see, let's go to my saves. It's my test autumn run. Okay, that's the wrong file. That's the WMBD file, not the save file. So I want to get this. Then I have this as my test save, and then I believe that this right here was the save where I had the extra Phoenix egg that I don't use. So I really just want it to be like this. So then I have these two different branches. So this was the burst, then these were the two tests that I did, and then I just want to move on with this one right here. And then I do want to rename this for the next video, so I'll just rename this to like day 341, 19 trips. You know, however many trips I think I need to do, like 19 tribulations. So this is going to be like the mains file, and then I can just delete these other ones. But yeah, that was a pretty good testing session. But let me just make sure that I have this name accurate. So now as you can see, we're back in the spring, and I reverted back my mod changes. I just want to see how many tribulation this guy has left. Oh, they have 10 tribulations left, so I need to rename that file to 10 tribulations. Anyways, I'm gonna go do that, and thank you for watching the video. I hope you learned something, and I hope you enjoyed watching me learn something and, you know, fumble if I did keep in that footage in which I fumbled. And I hope that you guys really enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.